now religious leaders and politicians and many opinion leaders in our society are actually waking up and calling upon fathers to play their role. Because I normally tell you, Chirabo, no woman can teach a boy child how to be a man.
But it was a message heading to the girl children.
It was what?
It
was Good morning, Jerome Paul.
Good morning to you. The message was heading to the fathers to step up in their girls' lives. Simply because today, many of the issues facing the girl children clearly show that they have no presence of their fathers in their lives. The alcoholic girls that we are having today, the girl children that are actually heading into prostitution. When you look at so many cases, clearly show that either the fathers have neglected, that role of stepping up and guiding these girl children in the right path of being better women for their husbands in the future.
I agree with you, because I normally say again that the first exposure to a man for a girl is through her father. Her first love, her first understanding of the ways of men is through her father. So if the father is not present, obviously you're going to have a broken society with women that are almost like men, because no one showed them how to be gentle and how to be loved on. That's very important today. So fathers, but still going back to the boy child Sonko, I think you will agree with me that in as much as a mother is there to nurture and teach manners and everything, if the father, there comes a point in a boy's life where he needs a male figure, right?
Very true, very true. And for the boy child, because he has to be picking lessons of this particular mentor or guardian, but pretty much someone who comes in as a father or a fatherly figure. Because at the end of the day, if you're a man and you are likely or you are expected to kickstart off a family one day, if you didn't have someone who guided you through fathership, then you might fail out, because you won't know how to deal with women, because you can't deal with the mother of your children first off, and then also you may fail to man up as an individual, which is very important. And in a generation where many women say that it's actually filled up with weak men, weak in many aspects according to the women, you will definitely say it is spineless men. And you will agree with what Monica suggested, that all the men need to at least have a guide, a male guide or a male figure in their lives. But that aside, a very good morning to all our dear viewers, and a very good morning to all Ugandans. It's a brand new week, and here we are.
Ladies and gentlemen, it is the 18th of March 2024, and this morning Chantal is not taking any prisoners. Good morning.
Good morning, Polly. Welcome back from the UK.
My goodness, I am back.
I cannot take it back, because it is true. There is a percentage of the men and world over that are actually spineless. And in my own opinion, it takes two to make this work. There is a role a woman plays and the role a man plays. That is why all of us take the blame for whatever is happening to both the girl child and the boy child in the different parts of the world. Otherwise, good morning and thank you for joining us. Welcome to the show. Just to let you know, you have 0% chances of rain today. So as you are stepping out of your house, as you're carrying whatever you're carrying, please be mindful. You might want to dress light. And also, if you have a way you can protect yourself from the dust that is, of course, all over the place, maybe wear a mask or cover your nose or something, and also hydrate. It's very important to keep you healthy, because we can't serve you when you're not healthy, yeah? So please take good care of yourself, and welcome to the show.
Well, welcome to the show. As at this minute, we are at 18 degrees Celsius, but it is going to get higher. Like Chantal said, you do not expect any rains today. Dress light if you're still at home, and of course hydrate. Ugandans don't like to hydrate. You talk to some people about drinking water and they say that water makes them want to throw up and stuff like that, but water is life, and 80% of your body is made up of water. So you need to hydrate, because in this hot weather, we are losing a lot. As a matter of fact, South Sudan closed schools because of the ongoing heat wave. Now, if a country can close schools over a heat wave, imagine what you're doing to your body by not hydrating.
Another fun fact.
My sister, please throw light on dress light. Otherwise,
another
with
fun
these daughters
fact.
of Pharaoh.
That's not what we mean. But Chantal, what do you have something to say?
Another fun fact, your body, your brain actually, not just your body, your brain uses 60% of the water you take. Please do note that the brain functions almost every single second of your day. So imagine if you're not feeding it with the water you're supposed to be feeding it, what is it using?
By the way, there is a growing vice within our parents today, and I'm forced to comment on this. Many of mothers taking their children early in the morning to school, kindergarten and primary, are wearing night gear as early as 5. And many of the fathers who are heading to work while dropping their children are really concerned about the same. And you know, while we're coming this morning, it was something that was, you know, the dressing light that you mentioned. As we were coming this morning on one of the radio stations, one of the local radio stations, one of the presenters also has actually shared the same regarding the fact that some women come in either lingerie or,
Wait,
you know,
what?
Not lingerie.
I'm being very honest here because
Not
it's a
lingerie.
see-through kind of thing,
Lingerie?
and you're literally seeing everything in the inside.
And they
So it's
step out
more
of the car.
Exactly. And so it is worrying. However much it is too hot, we really need to have these manners, you know, back.
The dressing light has been taken to another level, I think.
It was on that background that I asked her to explain, because I noticed that. And I was on a bike and I see this madam taking, I'm like,
A dress light.
She's dressed like.
she's dressing light, really? So please dress light decent or
Okay, decent light.
Decent light. Dress light means wear clothes that are for warm weather, not clothes that are for cold weather. For instance, for us ladies who like to, you know, change shoes, this is not the period where you should be wearing your boots because they're going to really burn your feet. Also, we have these amazing trench coats that we like to don. They look really pretty, but this is not the weather for a trench coat. So when we say dress light, we mean that. We don't mean lingerie. We do not mean night dresses. Please go to the schools of your children when you are decent. It's very important for you to be decent. You're embarrassing your children by showing up dressed near nakedness. But we will go away from that, and right at this moment, we will be sharing the local news.
Well, which better story to start with than the winding up or ending of the NRM register, that is registration and update. The national-wide NRM register and update and registration was described as a success in Midwestern region. The Prime Minister of Uganda, Right Honorable Robin Anabanja, said she has been overseeing several districts, including Mubende, Kakumiro, Kibale, among others, and that most registers were filled up and more sent from the NRM Secretariat because of the huge turnout.
Matters a National Unity Platform, their president, Robert Chagulanyi Sentamu, spent the weekend in Dokolo drumming support for NUP flag bearer Harriet Ageno in the Dokolo Woman Member of Parliament by-election. Chagulanyi made several road drives within Dokolo urging voters to support NUP candidate Harriet Ageno. Meanwhile, the NRM diehards in Dokolo by-election are negotiating with 3 independent candidates to step down for NRM candidates, since the 3 independents are all National Resistance Movement leaning.
And moving on, the Bishop of Busoga Diocese, Paul Samson Naimie, wants the teaching fraternity and students and parents to uplift religion education standards. He was at a Thanksgiving ceremony preaching amidst challenge at Parkington College, Muguruka in Jinja. The bishop said Busoga region's education standard is still wanting much, as few schools performed well. The bishop compared notes on outstanding schools across the country in Kampala and Wakiso, which have constantly performed well for years. He told the teaching fraternity, parents, and students to have positive mindset for academic excellency. Various speakers extended guidance to the community and students to uplift the education standard in the constituency. Meanwhile, Father James Musana of Uganda Catholic Diocese urged Christians to ensure meaningful life in society. Reverend Father Musana was presiding over St. Joseph's Day ceremony and Thanksgiving service at Jinja College. St. Joseph's Day is an annual function meant to educate the students and staff of Jinja College on how to become an awesome person.
And lastly, in our local news, the descendants of Chibuka Musigula, who is more globally renowned as Mukaja